So Bobby's 40. Bobby trying to retire. And Rod and saw a lot of people. Rod saying, Bobby, man, can you afford 200 a month? Bobby said, man, no, Rod, I can afford 100 a month. That's all I can afford. And I'm going to get Social Security. You got it. Bought it. Bobby's 40. Bobby going to retire at 67. Poor Bobby. Bobby don't have nothing. And Bobby got $100. And we're gonna be conservative. Bobby messing with Rod. And Rod said he don't mess with nothing less than 20. Y'all don't make me prove it to you. So Bobby, starting at age 40, I want y'all to follow me. And I'm going to pray I don't, but I may get a little emotional because y'all, when I go live, I'm live for myself. I ain't did this before I went live. I go live, so it's just I was expecting to say 200,000. So, Bobby's 40. Bobby came to Rod. Rod, I want to get serious. I'm going to retire at 67. I ain't got nothing, Rod. I don't even know how to invest. I heard about some kind of superhero, Robin Hood or something. Hey, and I can afford 100. Rod, how much you think we going to get? I can't guarantee you, Bobby, but I typically average around 20%. In 27 years, Bobby going to have $1.2 million. I'm going to show y'all a couple more scenarios. But Bobby, let's say Rod ain't that good, but the S&P 500 been averaging 10%, and we're going to put this in VOO. We're going to get us 10% every month. We're going to put that $100. Look at that, y'all. Look at how that changed. It went from me just changing 10% annually, 20% annually to 10%. Boy, Bobby, now, woosah. Now Bobby in hope and pray mode. Bobby got to hope it's 28%. Because here, we're gonna say Bobby is used to making $30,000 a year. And Lord, that's low. It ain't gonna really be worth nothing 10 years from now. What I'm trying to do, y'all, I got a new phone, so I gotta look for it. I'm trying to find my calculator. I think it say utilities or something. They didn't did all this stuff to my phone. No, that's weather and said there it is. So 164,000. Y'all, I like to do stuff like this. Y'all better start doing stuff like that while you're over there watching Netflix. And $569, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need everything. And we're gonna divide that by 67. Bobby was healthy. Bobby gonna live to be 80. Divided by 13 years. Do y'all know? Y'all ready for this? I'm gonna break this math down for y'all real quick. So, Bobby is gonna make about $12,000. He have about $12,000 a year if he lived 13 years from this retirement. So you take 13 plus 15, you'll have $2,800 to live. To live. That's Social Security plus this retirement. So Bobby got a hope for 20% or 15%. But isn't it amazing? You have to know what you're investing in. Don't invest in one thing, diversify. Try to make this number go up. Look at the difference, y'all. Y'all want to see? I'm right there. The cursor's right here. I'm going to go from 10 is nothing. I'm going to go to 20. I'm going to hit calculate. 1.2 million. But that's Bobby. What's a cool name? Little Larry. Little Larry. I'm gonna dedicate that to my pops. He had a friend. He used to call him Little Larry. I finally met Larry. Larry wasn't nothing little about Larry. Larry was tall, big dude. But anyway, Rod got a little nephew named Little Larry. Little Larry just got his first job. Little Larry, 18. No, Little Larry gonna be 20. Rod gonna say, hey Larry, enjoy life, man. But at 25, you better enjoy it. Because at 25, we're gonna get serious. No, Uncle Rod, I don't wanna do it at 20. I wanna do it at 22. I just want 1 year after I turn 21. I'm gonna get it out of my system. All right, we're gonna do you at 22, Little Larry. You wanna retire at 67? You ain't got nothing to invest. You got $100 a month. Your uncle is used to making 20%. Let's see how much you're gonna have when you retire. Y'all, this don't say Rod investment calculator. It say Ramsey. Little Larry, 22 years old, go retire at 67. Ain't got a pop the piss head or wanted to throw it out there, but he got a job. He gonna kick it for a year, and at 22, he gonna start putting 100. He ain't gonna never in his life put more than 100. And he gonna trust Uncle Rod gonna get him 20%. Woo! 45 million. I wish Little Rod knew Big Rod and was doing what Big Rod is telling Little Larry to do, because Lord have mercy. What would we be? This is why I want 100 people in every life. Let's break this down at 10%. Because remember, Bobby is worried about the interest. Bobby worried, but I bet you Larry ain't going to be. Because even at 10%, Larry going to have about 20 million. No, Larry ain't going to have but $1 million. But I tell you what, Larry is better than a whole lot of people, because ain't too many people retired with $1 million. I bet them people I met in 24 at Walmart didn't have $1 million in the bank. Some of them maybe did, some of them probably didn't. But that's the power of interest, y'all. Look at that. So Larry, man, damn, that you don't need no 45 million. Larry said, you know what, Uncle Rod, I gotta go, Uncle Rod. I might want to retire at 50. How much money will I have? Oh, Larry, you giving up 40 million for 17 years. Larry, can you make it to 55? Let's see what you're going to have at 55, little Larry. Can you make it to 55? You at least going to have 3 more million for 5 more years. You making $1 million. Larry, look at it like this, Larry. From 50 to 55, you almost making $1 million a year, because you're going to have 3 more million to spend when you retire. Now you're going to have to live longer, because you're shaving out 12 years. Larry, you think you might want to go to 60? Let's see what 60 look like. That's 7 years. Now 60 is the new 50. That's what they saying in the what's that dude? It must be nice in the Life Jennings son. They saying 60 the new 50. So you might want to go to 60. Now you got to love me. I don't know, Larry. If I was you, man, this just raw, Larry. Do what you want to do, but let's get you to 60. Let's get you to 55. See how you feel. Because you're going to have a cool million. But a cool million at your 55 ain't going to be a cool million a day. Yeah, let's see how you feel. You might be able to make it to 60. But in my opinion, Larry, yeah, you'll have $30 more million by the time you're at 67. But depending on your life from 22 to 60 or 50 is going to determine your life from 60 to 67. Health, movement, mobility. You may not even be able to enjoy that other 32, 31, 34 million, whatever it was. Why not do this? Why not do this, Larry? Let's do this, Larry. Larry. We're going to do this here, Larry. We're going to retire you at 60. We're going to retire you at 60. So, Larry, this what we're going to do, Larry. Because we got 11 million. But you might get fly and go to Vegas on me. So, Larry, we're going to put you at 60 up here. You're going to retire at 77. And let's say we're gonna say you still got 5 million. You might have lost your mind. And you ain't put nothing in there. You don't care about no investment. Well, yeah, you're gonna keep the 100, man. That you ain't missing the 100. You got 5 million. You're gonna still make 20%. Oh yeah, let me see. I may have to take them commas out. It's 500,000, 5 million. Well, Larry. Larry, this what I'd do if I was you, Larry. This what I would do, man. And Larry, Rod, investing with Rod family, Points Blank Network, we're dropping the mic on this one. We're dropping the mic. I'm coming back to the comments after this, and Rod's rolling out. Oh, Lord, Rod, this got me. Y'all ain't know, well, yeah, I guess I am a little close, but I ain't nowhere near this scenario. Y'all don't waste coffee. Lord have mercy. That just shook me up. I got to get that coffee off my desk. Y'all. So Larry, okay, y'all, we got to go through this. We ain't going through the whole scenario. We're going to stop at Larry. Larry was a 22-year-old nephew of Rod. Larry had no investments. But actually, Larry was an 18-year-old nephew of Rod. Larry wanted to learn how to invest. Rod told Larry to learn how to invest. Well, no, Larry was 20. Larry turned 21. He wanted to take a year to party. Larry got a job at 21, wanted to take a year to party, enjoy life. But at 22, he wanted to start investing. So little Larry only had $100 to invest. He had no money invested. Larry wanted to invest till wanted to invest at $100, nothing else but $100. And Uncle Rod said he's going to probably get somewhere between 10 and 20%. Well, we're going to bank on 20. Well, we changed that 20. We went down to 10%. I think we took it back up to 20, and we got Larry retiring at 60 years old. Larry's going to have $11 million at 60 years old by putting $100 in there. Well, at 60, Larry done. Larry ain't going no 67. Larry tired of working. He don't want to be nobody's boss, no worker, no supervisor, no manager, no nothing. So Larry get out the game. Well, Larry decided he want to go to Vegas and get him an RV. RV is a couple of, well, let's say Larry say he want a $200,000 RV, all right? And then he got him an RV, and he just want to travel. So Larry doing that there. So Larry said, well, I might blow about 5 million. I don't know. I'm going to go to Vegas. I might stay there 2 months. I don't know. I'm just going to do whatever, Rod. I got $11 million. All right, whatever. Larry, do what you want to do. You're a millionaire. Well, Larry, I said, Larry, this is what I would do though, Larry. How about we dump off half that money? You go screw off 6 million. I don't care what you do. But what I would like for you to do is all 11 yours, but take half of the, a little less than half of that 5 million, leave it where it is. We're going to still bank on that 20%, and we're going to say about 77. No, Larry, forget that, man. Yeah, about 77. We're going to leave it. We're going to just leave it like it is right now. So, no, yeah, we'll leave it right there. And you're going to keep that $100 like it is, Larry, because you ain't missing no $100. You're going to still get 20%. Larry, do you know that $500,000 going to turn it, 5 million going to turn into 145 million in 17 years? So we ain't worried about that, Larry. We're going to see what it's going to be by the time you 67. Because this here's the key, Larry. Let's see what it's going to be. Let's see what it's going to be right here. All right, Larry. So, Larry, we lost a little money, but we kept hope alive. We Jesse Jackson. So what we did, Larry, we took the 11 million we made. We're going to keep 5 in the investment. We're going to still got the 100 rolling. We're going to say take it to 67 because we want to see how much more money you're going to make in the next 7 years because you're blowing 6 million of what you got. You got 7 years to blow $6 million and not touch none of them 5 million. Now, you can't touch the 5 million. You got 6 million, 7 years. That's almost $1 million a year, Larry. Can you pull it off? I can pull it off, right? All right. So Larry gonna take that 5 million there, still put the 100 in there, 20%, 60 to 67. Larry gonna have $20 more million, or 20 million. That 5 million gonna turn to 20 million. Now, I'm gonna come back on the screen and I'm gonna ask a question, and we're gonna read these comments and we're gonna leave. It's that simple. That's what we're about to do. We're gonna look at these comments and we're gonna leave. And then I got a question for y'all. Hopefully I don't forget. I'm gonna see how many questions are in here. It ain't that many questions. Ain't but one. Fanny said I want to be Bobby. So here's a question I'm gonna leave y'all with. I'm gonna raise up. If it's that simple, why aren't we all doing it?